Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, I did your entire reading and none of it was recorded, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some more cards, but here's what I'm going to show you what I had because I do feel that somebody needs to hear this message. The cards were saying that this looks as though this might be a marriage proposal, one that is somewhat formal and that you will be moving. It will also, it says to me that you are not only going to be moving, but where you're going to is going to be comfortable, cozy. You will be surrounded by beautiful things. And I'm not exactly sure if these cards are telling me that this is a old lover, romance, childhood sweetheart, but also that during the course of this move, that or this situation that you are going to have a lot on your plate and that there's a moment of questioning, okay? I have two sixes here, the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups. And so this is about moving away from old thoughts, beliefs, patterns, and systems, maybe fear, negativity, right? And coming to a place where things are really, really good. And so once this occurs, however, there's going to be this moment where you're going to have a lot on your plate. And so the sevens always represent a moment of questioning, a moment of feeling alone. And I said that the way that Pamela Coleman Smith put the two different shoes on the guy was to this idea of being of two different minds. That never has resonated with me. What resonates with me is this idea of having to get up and move really, really quickly, okay? You know how you get up sometimes, you move really quickly, you're running late and you get to work and you got two different socks on or something like that. Well, that to me is kind of the case. But this card always says to me that you're in a better place than you realize because you're above the fray, right? Now, what was over the reading was this Tower card. And several things came out. The first thing is that if you are traveling, I want you to be very, very, particularly if you're moving, I want you to be very, very cautious. Watch out for other drivers if you're driving. Watch out the way you are driving. Pay very, very close attention to what's happening because this to me looks like a distraction. The other thing I was saying was that I've seen this card show up when it speaks about if you're moving to a new home or you have a home already, you're interested in buying one, that you should check for the foundation. I've seen it show up as cracked foundations, flooded foundations, things of that nature. Also bad weather. There's a lot of bad weather happening right now. So you do need to be careful. Get a second set of eyes on your contract because it could be something that you don't know about in terms of the foundation of the home. So then I pulled cards and I wanted to see exactly what this Six of Swords was about. And the three cards that came out are the L'Amica, who is the Queen of Wands, the Militare, and then the Conversazione. And so I was saying that if this is about, if this Militare shows up as another person, which it doesn't, but I'm throwing it out that way, this person would have something to do with the law, a police officer, a soldier, literally a soldier, something of that nature. It's not the lawyer because that would be the Doctore card. As a situation, what this says is that you, okay, have the strength to overcome the obstacles. You have exactly what it takes to get this done. And we also see that there's a conversation, right, that has happened, or that we're moving towards a conversation. And this could be why this card of obstacles, that you have what it takes to overcome whatever these bad things were over here to go to smoother waters, okay? And I was saying that in this card, the way it's drawn, we have the father and the proposed groom here, and they are at the table of the proposed bride. That is the proposed bride's father. That is the proposed bride. This is the mother, and that's the oldest daughter. And as you can see, they are color coded with each other. Okay, so this is a positive thing, this card. But then I wanted to see what this Tower card was all about, because it's just kind of an odd thing. I don't know if it's telling me that This relationship kind of happened out of the blue. The proposal happened out of the blue. Also that thing about the home. Also that thing about travel. So I pulled 3 cards. And the cards that came out were the Consolante Sorpresa. And this card is literally that idea of lucking up on something. Not necessarily that it happened to you out of the blue, even though this says it does. This is the idea of kind of being in the right place at the right time and fishing out something that you weren't quite expecting to get. Now, this is a card that kind of set me aback, because the dilettante can speak about delays, obstacles, accidents, fights, falling outs, things of that nature, okay? So if you are traveling, please be careful. Watch your temper and your temperament. If you're dealing with someone who's rather egotistical and won't listen to reason, this is also something else that comes up. But then the card ends with the Speranza. And the Speranza card says that you are afforded some divine protection, that no matter what kind of chaos happens, okay, you will be protected by this. As you can see, there's your symbol, Leo the lion, on the rock, right? So I just want to caution you again. I also got the sense that for some of you, you may be like, maybe you're going on a honeymoon where you're going to be on the water, or maybe you go out fishing or something of that nature. Don't go out with anybody who's been drinking or doing drugs. You yourself don't drink and do drugs on this thing, because that's going to portend something that's not good. Even though it says you have divine protection, who wants the hassle, right? So then I pulled a Golden Nostradamus card for you. And the Golden Nostradamus card is the eagle. Okay, and the meaning of the card says, number 15, without wealth, virtue, and nobility be warned, are like seaweed on a deserted beach, scorned. And again, there's this reference to the beach and water. So again, I want you to be very, very careful. It says the eagle represents your pride, generosity, and nobility of the soul, which you must develop and then manifest to everyone. Be noble or seek this virtue in yourself. So I'm not exactly sure if the cards are telling me that, that you're going to have to be dealing with a difficult person. What they are telling me is that there's a difficult situation that's going to come up, I think, unexpectedly. But yet, you will be able to persevere, okay? You will be able to overcome it. The last thing I'm going to say about this Lamika, if this is not you, this is a friend who is willing to help you, right? She may have good advice for you. She may offer you a place to stay in her home, or she may offer her home to put on whatever it is that you need to do, or offer you some kind of business proposal, or put you in touch with someone who can do that. And so I just want you to be very careful if you are moving, particularly if you're driving and moving. Be very cautious. If you will be out on the water, be very cautious. If you are purchasing a new home, check and double check everything. Get a second set of eyes, somebody who knows real estate law and knows, those kinds of things that deal with if you find a problem in the home. And so just be careful. And I'm saying that because yesterday, I should have pulled cards for myself yesterday. I had a car wreck yesterday. I'm okay. Actually, I was smashed between two cars. But oddly enough, my car was not damaged. I think I got a little chip in one of my taillights, and that is it. The other car was smashed up all on one side. The other guy, I don't even know what was wrong with his car. It didn't even look like nothing, but whatever. That's why I got insurance. And so that's why I'm saying to you, be cautious, okay? This is a Mercury retrograde, and I think people are very, very distracted. I noticed the way that they were driving yesterday, and I was doing my best, to be very cautious, but unfortunately, it just happened. So that's what I have for you, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please be cautious. Take your time. Rest up. Double check everything. Look at the weather reports. Everything, okay? And so until next time, please stay safe, and namaste.